can't kill anybody, so we just gotta run for our life here.
I can't see him anymore.
Perfect. Route up if I fall.
Bene. Annunciation. The Archangel Gabriel appears to Mary, revealing to her that she will conceive Jesus Christ. The setting is the enclosed courtyard garden of a Florentine villa. Leonardo made several mistakes in perspective within this composition, showing that at the age of 20 he was still learning. I mean, but it still looks fire.
The Orsini family will hold festive games this Saturday in the plain before San Paolo fuori le mura. Richer prizes for all game champions got 4,000 gold scudi to the most valente cavaliere.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Just chill out really. Listen to a lot of music. Did some more research for Revelations, concept art and all that type of stuff. Kinda preparing for that playthrough.
I want no part of this!
His execution will be conducted via strangulation. His honorable surrender makes Vinci a man equally honorable.
You are here for the painting?
Yes, Patrizio.
Memento Mori. Tell Lucrezia's old flame, Patrizio, to find the Leonardo painting she gave him in memory of her love. Both sink, do not use the rooftops during the tale. I definitely found some concept art I didn't see before. Also had more of that delicious lasagna. Shaded with some creme fraiche, which was quite nice.
Get out of here! I don't want to see you again!
Gods. Huh?
Let the fellow live in peace.
What do you have?
Here's a little Roman dip.
Keep at it. Show them who the real capo is.
Okay. Have a move.
Putana sent it to me as a present. I want it out of my house.
We will be glad to add it to our collection. As agreed, the master waits at your palazzo to take it off your hands.
She thought I would be pleased with such a gift after she married another man?
The ways of men and women are strange, but Hermes teaches us that through careful study, both may be brought into harmony.
Doubtless. One such as Lucrezia has never crossed your path.
There's quite a lot of these hermitases on the street. We kind of like want to fight on sight, so gotta avoid them as best as you can from the side of the guys you have to deal with.
What is it? What's going on?
Damn peasants.
Come with me.
You will complete the sale?
Of course. That woman used false passion to seduce me. The error lies in her Spanish blood. I know it.
Such untruths you so casually utter based on little more than a name. These countries, these groups make such easy targets for the lazy and ignorant.
You should tell her that, the high and mighty Duquesa. Putana! I have changed my mind. That painting does not deserve to belong to anyone!
Take the painting and examine it for clues. Be careful. Human hands aided by a fierce intelligence made that. Treat it with respect. Go.
I mean, he was just trying to protect the painting, didn't he? Yeah, not quite. His intentions. Ercole Massimo, born 1474, profession noble and hermeticist. Born into what many historians believe to be the wealthiest family of Renaissance Rome, Ercole was a result of a lineage that traced its origins to a divine union between Hercules and a nymph. Following the rise of the family's namesake Maximus, who was an important Roman politician and soldier, the family went on to produce 2 popes, innumerable cardinals and ambassadors. The Massimo were also great patrons of the arts. The first printed book in Italy was produced in their Roman palazzo. Ercole was no exception to the family tradition. He participated in the formation of the Roman library and partnered with Agostino Chigi, the wealthiest Roman banker, to help fund the arts. He even succeeded in convincing Pope Julius II to invite the great painter Perugino to the Vatican to help decorate the papal apartments. At the age of 30, it seems Ercole became heavily invested in the cult teachings of Hermes Trismegistus, whose writings had recently been translated by the Florentine scholar Marsilio Ficino. Along with all the New Age geeky mumbo-jumbo of practicing magic and alchemy, Hermeticists believed in the divine power of man, that man could contain the universe within him and vice versa, placing the Roman gods and the Christian Judeo-Muslim god on the same level as a man. Notice how I was just politically correct there? It's born from fear, not from conviction, so don't get used to it. Ercole joined the Hermetic Society in Rome and seems to have devoted significant time to his activities there. The appointment book from the Massimo Palazzo Library lists Leonardo da Vinci as a frequent visitor. One entry describes him as Leonardo, friend to His Excellency Ercole. Perhaps Leonardo shared his search for the Pythagorean temple. I wish I could tell you more, but secret societies don't usually leave records lying around for historians. Yeah, no worries, Levi. You have a good night. Thank you so much for coming by and for joining. And I hope you get some good rest and a lot of sleep, hopefully. But yeah, I talk to you soon.
Why would anyone? What are you doing? Canaglia! I'll have your head!
Alright, got him. And the painting, oh yeah.
You heard something.
Alright, there we go. Didn't use the rooftops during the tail.
Only the height of Iceland is on display in my shop.
Buongiorno. Is this the home of Francesco Colonna?
It was. But now the banks own everything. We have lost it all.
Even the Da Vinci paintings.
A lesser part of Signore's collection.
I have an interest in them nonetheless.
The 3 paintings were put up for auction and purchased by a merchant of Firenze. He prepares to set sail from the harbor immediately.
Grazie mille.
Bon voyage. Recover Leonardo's paintings before the merchant sails away with them. Full synchronization. Do not be detected by the rogue disciples. So it's kind of funny, but the guy we see in the picture there is the merchant, who's no other than Duccio from AC2. He's the guy who Claudia was together with until he, you know, cheated on her, and Ezio basically beat his ass for that.
One major alteration is regarding the minimum length of sleeves to be worn by dogs.
Okay, let's go ahead and get some medicine here.
That's it. Come back if you need it.
Also have a look at the tailor. Maybe I get another color.
Invero, it is almost grim.
What do we have? Let's go for the classic assassin white here. We should also get some parachutes because we're actually out of them.
See you next time.
Shit, can't be detected by these guys. One time we changed outfits so fast and Ezio glitched out, was visible for a minute, and with only crossbow visible before the game crashed. Damn. I don't think I had that bug happening to me before. But I guess the game couldn't catch up with how fast you were. I think I had a couple bugs in Brotherhood War before. Like one bug I had was actually giving me like faster speed while running on rooftops. Or like any structure what was like above ground. It's almost like a speed hack or something. And then I also had another calculated bug where I was kind of like glitching out during like a hanging position. And I basically just flew into the air until I was like on like the height of a moon basically, and could like view the entire city of Rome from up there. Definitely interesting. Unique opportunity to see the city from above. But yeah, didn't have any of these bugs this time around though.
Ezio Auditore. Come back down to the harbor when I return to Roma. I will show you the inside of my ship. Living in this third-rate city instead of beautiful Firenze? How low you have sunk.
Duccio, we are not children anymore.
Look around. I have help this time, and you are all alone.
I am warning you.
Well, we are only talking, are we not? I see this place has worked its magic on your sister. She did not want to open her legs in Firenze, but now she is the Madame of Roma. Cazzo! Why are you just standing there? Eat him!
You think he's gonna protect you?
You can hit me, but that does not mean Firenze will take you back!
Yeah, what's so funny about what happened, Nick?
Dirty Roman!
Che vergogna!
Ma vai!
That is your best. They send bambini to do a man's work.
Sai, le armi servono a duellare.
Che schifo!
Vieni a prendermi.
Are you ready to die?
Maledetto!
Your end awaits.
Your father pretended to be one of us, but we all knew you were outsiders.
Yeah, Revelations I think actually have the most bugs with out of the free Etsy games. I have at least of AC2, then Brotherhood, and then Revelations the most for sure. But even more since I have like a high refresh monitor.
Don't be shy. Let's finish this.
Get him!
Oh, Duccio.
Che canaglie! Giù con tutti!
Pezzi di merda!
Ah, vattene!
Come ti permetti?
In your boards.
You are going to shut your mouth and give me what I want. The 3 Da Vinci paintings.
One is on the boat. The other 2 were sold to a cardinal. He is displaying them for high-ranking members of the church.
How do I get in?
How should I know? Go ask your whore of a sister. I am sure she has slept with a couple of cardinals. Ah!
Lucio De Luca. Also, give me 1 sec, guys. Alright. Duccio de Luca, born 1462, profession, merchant and trader. After breaking things off with Claudia Auditore, records indicate that Duccio's marriage to the Pazzi family was cut short by the exile following the conspiracy of 1478. Rebounding with several substantial donations to the textile guilds, Duccio became a wool trader, exporting Florentine products across Italy. He was not exactly well liked by the business world. The rotund men who sold me the silks tried to charge more florins than the silks were worth, considering me to be uneducated in textile prices. I took him for a rube and purchased only red silks, which fetch a far higher price in the market. Now, who's the ignorant one? But one wool merchant in Siena, presumably speaking about Duccio, who is referenced several more times in the men's books under various monikers, such as Stooge, Pig, and Son of a Whore. Roman shipyard manifests indicate that Duccio bought a small ship in 1490, presumably in an attempt to become an alum trader. Unfortunately, the boat he owned was too small for alum trading, which required a large ship to be profitable. His record books show little to no profit for the years of 1490 to 96. In 1497, he ceased to carry alum, instead transporting a variety of goods between cities. Some small success was achieved smuggling forbidden merchandise out of Florence during Savonarola's rule. Ultimately, his luck turned sour and he died penniless in 1520. Medical records are unclear, but his death seems to have resulted from rabies after a starving Roman dog attacked him in search of food. So we're actually gonna see him one more time in Revelations. But yeah, he's gonna die quite shortly after Revelations takes place, I think. We'll actually make him die now already though, at least non-canonically. But I'm just gonna place him in a haystack. Keep the canon alive. Yeah, that's what you should try, Nick, but sometimes the game, like after a while, the game gets like super demanding and kind of like tanks my FPS. It's really weird. So in Revelations, I sometimes gotta restart the game so that doesn't happen anymore. It's really weird. Okay, so we're still gonna be detected by the disciples here. I'm just gonna go ahead.
Marco, he was to come here after examining
my assassins.
the Vinci painting near the Vaticano.
Lady with an Ermine. The model for this portrait by Leonardo is Cecilia Gallerani, the mistress of Ludovico Sforza. It's also one of the paintings you can buy in AC2, actually.
Camera Rionale asks all residents to please visually ascertain whether or not this heat is empty before throwing trash on the windows and shoes. Camera Lenzo will be using further sound and very down. The recent outbreak of diseased swine in Campania has now spread to the lower Rioni. As drastic as it may
Paolo is mine! I'm going to cut you!
All lay priests
God has abandoned you, assassino!
as well as a lamb.
NPCs in a nutshell.
Whether or not this street is empty before throwing trash from their windows and shoots. The Camerlengo will be using Father John to replace himself. Watch yourself, friend.
Buongiorno. Have you ladies heard of an art viewing somewhere in the city?
You have returned to Roma.
With just enough time to visit you.
Ezio, do not lie to me.
I need to get inside the private showing of the Vinci paintings.
There is a viewing at the Castel Sant'Angelo later today. You will need an invitation. Fortunately, I know where you can procure one. It will give you access to the lower floors. Only cardinals are allowed higher.
I knew I could count on you.
Si. Some of my girls will accompany you. Buona fortuna, and don't get caught.
Last minute invite. Retrieve the invitation to the art exhibition inside the nobleman's courtyard without getting caught. Full sync. Do not let the guards discover any dead bodies inside the restricted area. It's a bit tougher actually. It's a requirement at least.
I've distilled an elixir of lead and pomegranate.
Of Delft will next Friday conduct a seminar in modern bridge building and writing techniques. Senato di Roma is making a far-reaching appeal to all Romans to please be careful when taking bricks and marble from old ruins. The section of the Colosseo collapsed and killed a kitten last week.
So it's not just enough to be stealthy, but we can't let any of his guards see the dead brothers, essentially.
More the types of abuse recently committed. You stand warned. Penalties will be unduly harsh until the situation is stabilized. The Turk has completed his advance upon the Kingdom of Montenegro. Reports of fierce fighting on a massive scale are filtering in, but the news bears
Okay, he kind of has to step away from the ledge there, because if he falls into the courtyard, then it will fail the objective essentially.
King Luigi of Francia has made a solemn proclamation that the people of Milano must be improved to Francesca's standards before they will dare set foot.
Gonna try to carry him over to this side so he doesn't get seen. Fuck.
Now you die!
God damn it, I thought I had one more second or something.
Restoration and cleaning work has been temporarily suspended at Santa Maria del Popolo. The bishop asks that Pellegrini avoid the area for the foreseeable future. The Consiglio Rionale reminds visiting Pellegrini to watch with an eye open for overhanging architectural dedication.
Jesus Christ. So.
The invitation is not here.
I will deliver it to Signori.
No way! I'm with Ah! Get him! Damn it!
Got it.
I have my orders.
Right, there we go.
Come with me. Once we get inside, I will mark the paintings for you to steal. Bring them to Leonardo's workshop. Capito?
Invitation?
Here.
Oh my. Come back soon. I hope.
He doesn't even realize that he's still holding the invitation. The Ezio Auditore affair. Locate Leonardo's paintings at the art exposition and mark them while remaining undetected. Full sync. Do not use any type of ranged weaponry. No ranged weapons. It's a bit tricky for this kind of mission. Especially since we can't use the assassin recruits here.
Hey, I saw that vessel.
Hier so Paintings an der Guard hier.
Go on then.
Never mind.
Keep your activities within the law, right?
So that's not a ranged weapon, which means I can actually use static here, guys.
What's the matter?
Big brain. Is that not the painting we're looking for? Never mind. That's the one. Takes care of one guy.
What happened?
Oh.
The upper floors are now open to the cardinals who wish to see additional expressions of devotion.
Somebody say cardinals. That includes us, doesn't it? Okay, so we can just go around here. This is not a restricted area, so we are good around guards.
Io chiedo, ti piacciono quelli in uniforme?
They're coming from?
Stay here.
Thank you.
Cosa non ti fa vedere, Venezia?
Dove vai, Venezia?
Tesoro, ah!
All done.
Why is she like... With war? Come on.
Hang on.
Alright. So we got this guy up here. Fuck. Good. Can actually be detected now.
Go! Go!
Never mind.
You suffered for that. I cannot see. Where is he? Two of the paintings are missing. Be on the lookout for a thief.
Nice. There we go. Saint Jerome in the Wilderness. This unfinished work by Leonardo portrays Saint Jerome in the Syrian desert, where he lived as a hermit. With a lion, apparently. And the Adoration of the Magi. The Virgin Mary holds Jesus, while the Magi kneel before him in this unfinished work by Leonardo. The ruins behind may be those of the Basilica of Maxentius, which is said to have collapsed on the night of Christ's birth. Alright, that's all the Leonardo paintings. Most excellent. We can actually find all the clues on the paintings and put together the location where we can find Leonardo.
Causing trouble. Another mass tonight.
Leave me alone! I swear! I have nothing to do with anything!
What aren't you special? Really
The thing I kind of forgot is we actually have the Auditory cape, right? Let's actually use this one. And then I will change my outfit to, I think, the Helmschmied armor for the rest of the playthrough. The Drachen armor. Or I guess the proper pronunciation would be Drachen, since it's actually a German origin. What the heck? Was an invisible NPC. Hey there, Grammy. Welcome in. How have you been? I hope all is well with you. Thank you for joining.
Why don't you leave here? Your friend
Very nice, Grammy. I'm glad to hear that. And yeah, I'm doing really good actually. Done very well. I've been playing some more AC Brotherhood. We're currently the last story piece of it. The Vinci Disappearance DLC. So very soon we are going to be starting Revelations. I'm very excited actually. It's such a good game as well.
Have you found anything?
Nothing is there. No pages, nothing.
That cannot be. Something must be special about them. Think.
I'm done thinking. These paintings are a blank slate.
Salai. Doesn't Leonardo conceal his research?
He frequently writes backwards. He also experimented with inks, including an ink that vanishes. But we can't see invisible ink. Can we? Ezio, use your gift!
You know about that too?
It's like, what has Leonardo told you about me? The Apple of Eden, my Eagle Vision. Next time he's gonna tell him what Ezio has done before he became an assassin. Decoding Da Vinci. Piece Leonardo's hidden drawings back together to discover the entrance to the catacombs containing the Pythagorean temple. Full sync. Discover the location of the catacombs in under 5 minutes. So that's the tricky part here, because 5 minutes is actually quite a rough time for going for all the paintings and then putting together the clues, but I think we can do it.
There are drawings on the painting.
We were right!
Found the note then. This one has been searched entirely. One drawing here. There were 2 in this one as well. I see a drawing. Everything found. I found one. I found 2 drawings. Got one.
You have finished with that one, I see.
I have found all the images. They seem to fit together.
Draw them already!
Bring me paper and ink.
Is that a map? Show me the entrance.
I must first position its pieces.
Wait. What about the burned paintings?
It is likely the missing parts will not be needed.
Care to bet on that?
No.
So that's the tricky part essentially. We are missing like some parts of it. We still gotta assemble it, so... yeah. Okay. Okay, that belongs there. Belongs over here. that. Right, got it.
Here, the entrance to the catacombs.
Go. Bring him back to me.
Hang on, old friend. I am coming.
Nice. This pass I really struggled with a couple playthroughs back. Like trying to do the full sync for that, because like first you gotta find the paintings, then assemble the map right. And even if you know what you're doing, like this can take a bit of time.
Oh, I will enjoy this!
Hey, the OGN. What can you do after finishing the storyline in the AC Valhalla? So if you still have the mysteries, those are really good to do, if you haven't done all of them yet. Because some of them have like really good lore in them and very interesting bits and pieces. The Wrath of the Druids DLC, if you haven't done it yet. Also, if you haven't done yet, I would definitely do all the Valka dreams. They're quite important. Just like a few things on the top of my mind that you could do. Also the river raids. If you haven't finished that quest then yet, the mastery challenges. You did the Valka dreams? Okay, nice. Have you done all the mysteries yet? Yeah, no worries. I played all the stuff in Valhalla, so definitely feel free to ask any questions regarding the game. The Temple of Pythagoras. Enter the catacombs to find Leonardo and free him of his captors. Full synchronization. Do not lose any health squares.
For you have turned against the ideals we always held dear. Trust is a terrible thing. You are betraying mine.
The graphics of that one are not the best, but story looks good. Just the place where you are right now looks awesome. Yeah, the tombs are amazing in these AC games, like in the early ones. And yeah, the graphics definitely have, you know, aged. Even it's been like over 10 years, but it's just really good. Like once you immerse yourself in the game world, it still looks really pleasant, I feel. But they're definitely not as good as like, you know, the new AC games. At least like when it comes to like, you know, how vibrant and
To have thought you sought knowledge as I did.
textures they have and all that type of stuff.
Putting it to use. We have the chance to fashion a better world. One in which we have the freedom to shape our own destiny.
And what if I choose not to be a part of your vision?
That is foolish. Do you not see? We can banish ignorance. Free people from their social classes and kingdoms, from their animal emotions. Everyone will have the truth at their grasp.
Beating me down here in the dark enlightens the people of Italia?
The Pythagorean unifier is in the temple. We both know it. That number is kept to our nature, our knowledge.
As above, so below.
That is the Hermetic vow.
And hey Vetemise, welcome in mate.
Now show me the entrance.
Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in raiders.
Know where it
Hey
is.
Max, welcome
How
back.
could I?
You know mankind's wants and needs.
How was the rest of AC Brotherhood?
Discovering the location of a simple hidden entrance would be an easy feat.
Where is it?
Guess.
I am finished with your obstinacy. Procedete!
Precedete. Assassino.
My body may feel pain, but my mind will remain unharmed.
I will listen to what they have to say here first.
Do it again.
If they have more to say.
Again!
Jesus. Heard in Leonardo really bad. So, just friendly warning, Demise. This is actually the last mission for the Da Vinci Disappearance DLC. In case you don't want to get spoiled for what happens. It's not like, you know, it's like a big plot twist like the end of AC Brotherhood main story. But just in case you, you know, don't want to see it yet. Demise, you good? Cleared up the map a bit more and grabbed all the feathers. Ah, nice. I think you also get a new weapon for collecting all the feathers, don't you? Like at the assassin hideout, I think you get Aria's dagger or something. Yeah, no worries, Demise. We'll probably be finished in 10 minutes, so maybe 15. Let's say 15. But yeah, just wanted to give you a heads up, since you're gonna do this DLC as well. Alright, let's have a look here.
Stop! Ezio Auditore! You who arrested Cesare Borgia, who stopped the spread of Roman ignorance, convince our friend Leonardo to open the temple and usher in the golden age of mankind.
Should I persuade our friend by kicking him? Or would you rather I used my knife?
On the contrary, there is nothing I would like more than an amiable solution. Help Leonardo see reason. With the Pythagorean unifier, we will remake humanity together.
Not under my creed.
Then the revolution will begin without you. Ucciderlo!
Okay, so I can't do any house quests here.
Don't let him escape! Now, on him!
It's gonna be interesting.
Leonardo, I must know! Please, for the future of mankind!
Go! Stop him!
Very foolish.
Ben, way up.
We are all the same underneath, yet these people persist in their witch hunts. You intend to banish us back to our primitive origins! Firenze against Venezia, Venezia against Roma, ignorant group against ignorant group forever! Is that what you want?
No, I want you to shut up and die. That's what I want. Probably looks great. Yeah, it is. I've awakened chain kills together. The quick, you know, instant kill, counter kills. Like the early AC games had great combat. Especially starting with Brotherhood, it got like a lot more fluid.
You... an assassin? The enemy of knowledge?
One must choose to search for truth. Forcing it on others accomplishes little.
These lost people... warring kingdoms... I would have ended their suffering.
Che tu possa conoscere la verità nella morte. Requiescat in pace. Come, let us leave this place.
We cannot, Ezio. Not without reaching the final room of the temple.
You are hurt.
I will be fine. If that number is left intact, we risk another madman discovering it. Coming.
Take that torch. I will lead the way.
Thank goodness I sent Massimo to look for my paintings. It delayed their progress significantly.
Reminds you of AC4 Black Flag, you love it? Yeah, definitely similar kind of like combat, for sure. Up until Rogue, I guess they had like this more like classic combat system until they switched up in Unity.
The Pythagoreans believed that the soul moved through cracks in the earth. Like a beam of light, it ignites fire, which symbolizes knowledge.
The fire of knowledge.
Back up here.
You are almost there!
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, okay. Let's get up here, Leonardo. Do some parkour.
We must continue onward!
I suppose Salah is out having fun spending my hard-earned florins.
He is safe at home.
I am relieved. About the florins, of course.
You do not need to lie to me. Salai fits you. I approve.
I am...
Leonardo da Vinci at a loss for words. That is a first.
So that basically confirms that they actually, you know, are together.
This room could use some light. sound of wind.
This symbol again.
Pythagoreans believed all the forces of nature could be whittled down to numbers. Mathematica can then act on nature, allowing man to harness nature's power.
So the symbol actually stands for the unification of body, soul and mind. It's also a very dominant symbol in AC Valhalla actually, because it's also the loading symbol in Valhalla. And you even have a shield with that symbol on it called the Morrigan's Guard.
Now I can get back up here.
Fucking hell. Seriously. The camera angle was so screwed up that going to the right actually made me jump diagonal. And we have a full sync, which means I gotta restart the entire memory again. Awesome.
Trust is a terrible thing. You are betraying mine.
Tell me where the entrance is.
How naive of me. To have thought you sought knowledge as I did.
Why seek knowledge without putting it to use? We have the chance to fashion a better world. One in which we have the freedom to shape our own destiny.
And what if I choose not to be a part of your vision?
That is foolish. Do you not see? We can banish ignorance. Free people from their social classes and kingdoms, from their animal emotions. Everyone will have the truth at their grasp.
Beating me down here in the dark enlightens the people of Italia?
The Pythagorean unifier is in the temple. We both know it. That number is coupled to all nature, all things. It is the source. With it, we can open the minds and souls of...
I know that. I've seen him before.
Leonardo, I must know!
Now, on him!
Go! Stop him!
Very foolish.
Stay away from me, assassino! We are all... You... an assassin? The enemy of knowledge?
One must choose to search for truth. Forcing it on others accomplishes little.
These lost people... warring kingdoms... I would have ended their suffering.
Che tu possa conoscere la verità nella morte. Requiescat in pace.
Thank goodness I sent Massimo to look for my paintings. It delayed their progress significantly.
Now I can get back up here.
You are almost there!
Easy for you to say.
We must continue onward!
I suppose Salai is out having fun spending my hard-earned florins.
He is safe at home.
I am relieved. About the florins, of course.
You do not need to lie to me. Salai fits you. I approve.
The Pythagoreans believed all the forces of nature could be whittled down to numbers. Mathematica can then act on nature, allowing man to harness nature's power.
Now I can get back up here. Up if I fall.
Bene. Okay, so maybe past the point where we failed the full sync requirement. That's good. I just gotta keep going.
Only one final room before we reach the center!
I say, but for Synchronization it's actually quite tricky. Like first you have a fight and then like 3 tomb parts. We literally can't take any fall damage whatsoever. Hey the Game Master, welcome in dude. Indeed, yeah, this is the Da Vinci Disappearance DLC. And yeah, I think it might actually be a bit tricky to access nowadays if you're not on PC. I'm not sure. I think the Ezio collection has it automatically, but not sure about the like other versions. We're currently in the final stage of it.
How unexpected. Delight.
A fire of knowledge.
Correct. Harmony was achieved for the Pythagoreans when multiplicity became unity, when many thoughts combined to form one original idea.
Could help if I fall.
Ben.
Yes. How enlightening.
Very funny.
Can't get this DLC in America? Wait, really? And hey the white man, welcome in dude. That's really odd. Like usually, like if you're on PC, it should be in Uplay under rewards. Or if you're on console, the Ezio collection should definitely have it. But you're not sure. I haven't really looked up what the difference per region might be actually. You guys play on PC, okay? Yeah, I would have a look in Uplay, in the reward section for Brotherhood. So fun fact, but all of these signs are actually glyphs that you can find in PC Unity for the Nostradamus Enigmas, I believe. AC1 music.
Unity is achieved, but the door is not opening.
Leonardo, come here. Recognize these symbols?
No. Wait. These are the symbols that were shown to me by the Apple of Eden. They are in the wrong order. Let me just... If I rearrange these... Done!
This architecture.
Those are not Pythagorean symbols. 43, 39, 19, N, 75, 27, 42, W. Nothing. The cult of Hermes is wrong. The number is meaningless. You are leaving?
No mere number can repair the world. Come, my friend. Help me charter a ship to Navarro. I must finish with Cesare Borgia. It is not intended for us.
Ezio, what are you not telling me?
What else are you working on?
Well, I have begun several dissection studies. Then King Louis XII seems interested in hiring me as an engineer. Oh, yes, I'm thinking of repainting the St. John lost in the Villa fire. Salai would model for it again, of course. Then, perhaps I will study a woman with child to see how her body changes.
Interesting. Tell me more.
You can sedate Desmond now. We have the information we needed.
Alright, there we go. Let us see Da Vinci Disappearance DLC. So the number at the end, right, the coordinates that were meaningless to Leonardo at this point because those kind of coordinates weren't a thing yet. They actually lead towards a tomb that you find in AC3, right, where you go modern day. So that's why this DLC is also quite important, because that's the modern information that they needed to even get to the place you go to in AC3 in the first place. You have the game on Steam? I gotcha. So I think even if you had it on Steam, right, the game should like auto-launch from Uplay, like even then. I think you can't really bypass Uplay with that game. So maybe when you start it, you could have a look if Uplay launcher opens regardless, and have a look at the reward tab in there. There's also 2 missions that you have to do before you can start the DLC. One of them is high-stake negotiations. I don't know about the other one right now, but I think a quick Google search should give you guys the information. I was definitely under the impression that it would be available in America because I watched a friend of mine play it from Ohio, and he was able to play the game. And he also owned it on Steam, so yeah, he could play the DLC.
With an eye open for overhanging architectural sanitation features. They would also like to...
But yeah, so this is where we have finished all the story stuff that we want to do in AC Brotherhood. Let's have a look at the DNA tracker here. Go through all the stuff that we want to do here. So we got 100% sync, all the sequences, including all the 4 synchronization objectives. Then we have done the Da Vinci Disappearance DLC, also 100% all the missions. 8 total. Then we have done all the secret locations, Lairs of Romulus, and the Templar Lairs. all of the War Machine missions. Tank and Flying Machine again have been a pain in the ass, but it's to be expected. Of the Borgia Towers, of the Templar Agents, of the Christina missions, of the Assassination Contracts, of the Thief assignments, the Courtesan and the Courtesan assignments, and the Copernico DLC. We haven't done all of the gear challenges here, only the assassin gear challenges, but that wasn't part of our requirement. Gotten all the viewpoints, but I haven't gotten all the other collector boats because that again hasn't been necessary for any story related stuff. So yeah, that's all we want to do for AC Brotherhood, which means we are now done. Unfortunately, we can't leave enemies anymore, so there's like no conversations, but yeah, that's fine. We're gonna have a lot of modern day coming up in Revelations, which of course is gonna be the next AC game after Brotherhood, and in fact we're gonna actually make a start on Revelations tonight as well, because I still have more time to stream. I've only been on for about 2 hours, so yeah, what we're gonna do now is take a break, and when I come back we will jump into AC Revelations and yeah, make a start. I'm very excited actually. It's been a long time since I played that game. At least for me. But yeah, it's been great playing Brotherhood again though. Like last year I did a no upgrade challenge where I did like a lot less of the content. For that reason essentially. So it was good doing this like in-depth dive again. In addition to doing full sync with everything. But yeah, that's how the entire series is gonna be like really. I'm not gonna be doing much of an individual challenge for any of the games. Except maybe Origins Forward. But up until Syndicate we're gonna be focusing on doing all the missions, all the story related stuff, and all of the full sync requirements as well. So Revelations is kinda gonna be the same in that regard. But yeah, so this is where we're gonna end it for Brotherhood today. Let's go ahead and quit out of the game. And that is another playthrough finished. Oh yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a break now, and when I come back we will make a start on AC Revelations.